Okay, so I remember when I was like just starting out on drums, probably a few months into it, I had a revelation, and it was basically a way to make my eighth note grooves more exciting, not only for me, but just for the song too. I think we've all been there where, you know, you're drumming to a song and you just feel bored, and you feel like almost like, I mean, sometimes it escalates to the point where you're like, do I even want to be playing right now? Do I even like drums? Like it can get deep if you let it get deep. That's what she said. But seriously, this will happen throughout everyone's drum career. When you're just playing, you will get to a point where you've just been playing the same thing and it's uninteresting now, and it's just boring and you're bored. This is mainly just going to be for beginner drummers, but I think it can apply to some intermediate drummers, because if you haven't learned this yet, it will take your drumming from like here to here, not quite up here. You know what I'm saying? Like just from here to here. That makes no sense. Basically, it'll make you a better drummer, regardless of the level that you're already at. Most songs have like an eighth note groove with a backbeat. Backbeat would just be, you know, your 2 and 4 in the snare. And so basically the groove would just be. As you're playing the songs, you're going to be playing this beat a lot, and it's going to get really boring, and it's going to quickly make you not want to play those songs, or sometimes even play drums at certain times. So I want to show you how to take that basic eighth note groove and just make it more interesting without actually taking from the song, because you don't want to stand out. You're still the drummer. You're supposed to be in the back, being the bass of the song, holding the whole thing together. But this will make it more fun for you, and actually could add a little to the song to make it sound a little better. So this is going to be assuming that your basic eighth note groove is just a run-of-the-mill stabbing type eighth notes, or on the top of the hi-hat. So what I mean by that is like the eighth notes would just be or and so what I mean by stabbing is like that first one, I was just stabbing into the side of the hi-hat, which gives it more of like a crunchy, louder sound. And then the other one was like more delicate, and it was just placed on the top. So for both of those are both even sounds. And this is the main thing with this entire video, is that we're basically going to be blending those together. And it's going to not only create a more interesting groove for you, like I said, but it'll actually change the sound of the song. So it definitely won't be used in every song, because some songs you actually want that loud, stabby, you know, like punk. If you're in a rock song, a heavy rock song, and you want even sound, then that's good. And then also sometimes you just want the delicate. Some songs, they need to be even, and that's just how it is. But a lot of songs you can blend those two and create a better flowing feel. So what I mean by that is literally, like I said, you're blending it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the stabby like straight into the side of the hi-hat. Those are gonna be your quarter notes. Those are going to be on 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very exciting. And then you're going to, in between those, on the ands, you're gonna put in a tap on the top, and that'll be the delicate hit. Now, the way to do this is, if you know how to do a double stroke, it's basically a hit, and then you start pulling up and you use your fingers and you do a tap. So that would be. So if you see the motion I'm doing here, it's like a stomp down and then a pull up, but I'm using my fingers and the wrist kind of at the same time to get that tap. You're going to do that same thing on the hi-hat, and those are going to be your eighth notes. So the strong hit is directly into the side of the hi-hat, like that, and then you're going to pull up. So when you do that first hit, it's gonna, your fingers should kind of like release, and then on the way up, you're kind of pulling your wrist and your fingers in at the same time up and hitting. All right, so at a fast speed, it's going to be. So instead of, obviously that's an over-exaggeration, but that constant flat line stabbing, and instead of the delicate hits on top, now we blended it. And I don't know if you can hear it, but it gives it almost like more of a pulse. Like it feels like groovable, more flowing. So I'll show you a beat with all of them to show you the difference. So first I'll try the stab one. Now I'll show you the delicate. And now the main groove, the blending of both of those. So you can, like, I don't know what it is, maybe it's just me, but that just feels more like a song. It feels more like a solid groove and like you're flowing. And I remember like the moment that I realized that. I was playing in my band that I had in high school, and we were like a jam band, so it was just like 30 minutes of music, and it gets so old. But I remember like just kind of in the middle, that like just starting to flow with it and pulling up like that. And I remember like just it changed my world, like literally. Like I went from being pretty damn bored to, I mean, eventually you're gonna get bored in any 30-minute song, to be honest. But I was crazy bored, and just like moving into that more flowing hi-hat groove made it a lot more fun and easier to continue on that path. Okay, yeah, so that's basically all I wanted to share with you. I feel like there's probably videos where they show this groove, but I wanted to make it more obvious that like this is a way to completely change your mindset on eighth note grooves as a beginner. Because like I said, I remember being like insanely bored, because it's pretty easy to get bored on the drum set when you're just playing the same groove, and especially just like that flat line droning of the even notes. It just gets like sloppy, you start to get bored. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys a way to variate that and try to keep the grooves fun. All right, that's gonna be the end of this video. So if you guys enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know if I helped you. Like if anyone was watching this video and was like, oh, I haven't tried that yet, maybe I should. Go do it and let me know if it works out for you, because that's pretty sick. I don't know. I I like sharing some things, and that's not like a secret. It's just like I feel like it's not focused on a lot in the drum world, especially on YouTube. So hopefully you got something out of that. And yeah. All right. Peace out. See you in the next one.